Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. So Valentine's Day is just around the corner. How quickly has a month gone already? Actually, thinking about it, January went really slow, but when I think about it, it's gone really fast. That made no sense, but if you understood me, then leave a comment down below saying you understood me. Unfortunately, we are in lockdown still, and I think we're still going to be in lockdown for Valentine's Day, which is very annoying. Very annoying for people who want to celebrate it with their loved ones. But I thought, why make it a depressing day where you can't see your loved ones? Instead, make yourself feel glam, feel a bit better about the day. But maybe you can FaceTime them and you come up on their screen and you look glam and beautiful. That could be their present for Valentine's Day. Or like me, I just want to make myself feel better and feel glamorous. So the look I'm going to create is inspired by the Ariana Grande Positions makeup look, but I'm going to change the brown shadow into like a more mauve, pinky, reddy kind of colour. Not red, more like a plum colour. So it fits in with the Valentine's Day situation. Anyway, let's just get started. Okay, so for my base I'm just going to do what I normally do in my everyday routine. So I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution foundation stick. This is in F3. This is the lighter colour because I'm currently not tanned right now. So you gotta match your neck. I feel like my neck is paler than my face. I took my tan off yesterday and I looked in the mirror, I was like, my neck is actually blue from how pale I am. Anyway, I'm going to take the stick and just put it on my face. Don't forget your neck as well. And I'm just going to take a flat fluffy brush and just buff that into my skin. Now I'm going to take the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Light Sand. This is such a good concealer. It's so full coverage. You only need a little bit as well. I found that out because I did the mistake of doing the whole massive triangle and then blended it, and it literally blended out my entire face. So with this concealer I'm going to put it there and then drag it up there to lift the face. I'm just going to put it here and do the same on the other side. And then I'm also going to put a tad on my forehead and a little dot on my chin, and then blend it out using a sponge. I should probably wet this sponge, but I really can't be arsed, so I'm just going to use it dry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cream contour just slightly. I don't want to bronze my face too much because then it will not match with like my hands and my neck. But I do want to give myself a bit of life, so I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution foundation stick in F9. This is what I usually use for foundation when I'm tanned, but clearly it's too dark for me, so I'm going to use it as contour now. I'm just going to put a little bit slightly above the cheekbone. I used to put contour like directly where the cheekbone is, but I feel like when I blended it out, it kind of dragged my face like down instead of like lifting it all up. So I like to put it just above where my cheekbone is, like there. So then when you blend it out, it like lifts your face instead of drags it down, if you know what I mean. I'm also going to put it under my chin, under my nose, on the sides of my nose, and then in my temple and around my forehead like that. And then I get a brush and just buff that out. And how I blend it on my cheek is instead of circle motions like this, I like to like drag it up like this, so it doesn't pull your face down, it lifts. It's all about the lifting. And then with the remaining product on the brush, I just go along my jawline. Okay, so my skin is looking radiant. Let's set my under eyes. So I like to take some pressed powder and I like to bake with it. If you've watched my makeup videos before, you know I like to do this because I feel like baking with pressed powder gives you more of a lighter colour, and for me it gives me more coverage underneath my eyes instead of using regular like baking powder or translucent powder. So I'm going to bake under my eyes. I'm also going to take it down the sides of my nose, so like reverse contour a little bit, and then I'm going to take it up here where we put the concealer to lift the face. I'm also going to take it on my forehead a little bit and on my chin, and then again to reverse contour I like to put it on the sides of my mouth to make me look more like I have a jaw or cheekbones. I don't know, it does something. So now I like to take a flat angled brush, and with the same pressed powder I just like to set the remaining areas of foundation that I haven't set. So like here and around my forehead, just because I don't want it to be sticky. And then instead of like sweeping away the baking under the eyes, I like to pat it in to the skin. It is contour time. I use this palette all the time to do my contour. Pretty sure I've had this palette since like 2018 and I've been using it since then, which is disgusting, but it's the best, and it's from Primark. They probably discontinued it because I did get it like 3 years ago, but the shades are so my shades for contour. Anyway, I take the Hoola bronzer brush, and with contouring I really like to focus it in the hairline. I don't like to drag it out. So focus it on the hairline and then slightly blend it outwards. See, that's probably enough. And you want to kind of blend it upwards so it lifts your face. And then I like to take it in the temples, around the forehead, and then on my jaw slightly. Now for the nose contour, I take the same contour colour and I take this like flat dense brush, and then I create 2 lines on either side of the nose, the shape I want it to be, and then just blend it out with a fluffy brush. So this is what it looks like straight after. It kind of makes my nose look bigger. So I like to take a dry beauty blender, go in with a light nude colour, and then just reverse contour again. Then I'm just going to leave that on for a little bit and then I'll just pat it in later. But now it is time for bronzer. I'm going to take the Hoola bronzer and a big brush, and I'm going to focus it just above where we contoured, in like the area where you put highlighter, and in my temples again. And now some blush. I'm going to go heavy on the blush because, you know, Valentine's Day, I be blushing. So this blush is actually from Shein, and it's got a bit of a like glow to it, only slightly, but I think that's really nice. It's a really nice colour as well. So I'm going to take that basically where we put, whoa, that's a lot. Basically where we put the bronzer, but just focus it like on the apples of the cheeks and then swipe it up. And then put it on the tip of my nose as well. Basically just put it everywhere. Oh, I love blush, man. Now it's highlighter time. I'm going to take the highlighter in the James Charles palette and just put that on my cheekbones and on the tip of my nose and the top of my nose as well. Okay, going back to the reverse nose contour, I'm just going to lightly pat away at the powder. Right, so time for the brows. I'm going to do the brows off camera because they take long, but I'm going to use the Soap and Glory Archie Brow pencil and pen to do my brows. If you want a brow tutorial, let me know, but they just take ages, so I'll do them off camera. Be right back. Okay, the brows are done. Now it's time for the eye makeup. I'm going to be using the James Charles palette, and I'm going to be taking this colour here on a smallish fluffy brush, and I'm going to look straight ahead because I have quite hooded eyes. I'm going to look straight ahead and put that colour just above my crease. It doesn't matter if it like falls onto your lid because we're going to conceal it anyway. I basically just want to make an outline of where I want that colour to be, and then I'm going to take it out here. I would recommend doing this with a smaller brush if you have one, but I don't, so this is what I'm working with. So yeah, you take it out and then you bring it back down. And I'm going to put it under the eye slightly, just so there's a bit of colour under there. So that is the basic shape that I want. I'm just going to repeat that on the other eye. So once the shadow is on, I'm now going to take some concealer and a lip brush. This is a very small brush, so that's why I'm using it to create the cut crease. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to put concealer right at the base of my eye near my eyelashes, and I'm just going to look up and around, and then it should print at the top where your cut crease should be. There's a hack. Okay, so I just followed the picture and this is the cut crease that I got. I like how it doesn't connect to the inner corner, it kind of just like fades out. I like that look. Anyway, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I've set the concealer with some nude powder and I'm gonna clean the edges, but before I do that, I want to lay down the color on the cut crease. And I'm gonna be taking this light, shiny pigment pink color, and I'm actually gonna use my fingers. I feel like that gives me the most amount of pop in color rather than using a brush. So I'm just gonna take that and just put it all over my eyelid. So now that colour is on, I'm going to take a small angled brush and I'm going to dip in that first like plum colour. Is this a plum colour? I don't know what colour this is. I'm going to take that and I'm going to go over like the edge of the cut crease just to clean it up a little bit. Just like that. Can you see the difference? Way more pop. So in the picture it's more like defined here. I'm not trying to like copy her makeup, but I do like how it's really defined here. So I'm going to take this colour here, which is a darker version of the colour we use. More like a browny, pinky kind of colour. And I'm going to put it right here and just really define that area. So it looks like that. I'm now going to bring it under the eyes, just to connect it all together. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so this is what the eyes look like. So I'm going to take some black liquid liner. This is the Maybelline Hyper Easy liner. I really like this liner. It's really thin and small, so you can really like get every detail. And I'm not going to line the whole of my eye. I'm just going to start around the center and drag it out and connect it to the cut crease that we made. So it looks like this. I have quite bad hooded eyes, so I can't really make the wing that I would like to. I would love to just draw a straight line connecting like that together, but if I put my eyebrows down, it just, yeah, it wouldn't work. So I'm just gonna do the same on the other eye. So I'm now going to take a black pencil liner and I'm just going to line the upper waterline. I don't know if I'm going to line the bottom waterline yet. I'll see how I feel. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to take a brown pencil liner and I'm just going to line the waterline. I feel like with using a brown, it's not as harsh as using a black, because I personally don't like that harsh black waterline look. I just think it doesn't suit my face, but with a brown, it's a lot more softer, more subtle. So I'm going to do that. I'm now going to curl and put mascara on my lashes. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to use some lashes. I got these from Shein and they're actually really good. They're not very like dramatic, but you can see volume and you can still see the lashes, which I like about these. And I'm actually going to put them on in a way so it makes my eyes look more like that, because my eyes are quite round. So I'm going to stick them down on my lash line in the inner corner, but on the outer corner I'm going to stick them on the liner line. So like the top liner line. I'll zoom in and show you what I mean, but I saw it on TikTok, so that's where I got the idea from. Okay, make sure it's a little bit tacky before you stick it on. Okay, so stick it down as you normally would at the start of the lash. And then at the end, I'm not sticking it to the lash line, I'm sticking it up more. Ignore the lash glue, that's gonna dry, but like, do you understand what I mean? So like, stick it to your lash line here, but on the outer corner, you stick it up, so it looks like that. Like so. Okay, so I think that's the eyes done. I'm now gonna move on to lips. So I've actually started doing a new thing when it comes to doing my lips. To make them appear bigger, I've been using some brown eyeshadow, this one, some light brown eyeshadow, a small angle brush, and I've been like overlining my lips using that because it makes it look natural. I saw it on TikTok again, and the first time I saw it I was like, surely that just looks like mud on your face or something, but I tried it and it is a game changer. It looks so much more natural than just overlining your lips with a liner. So I'm just going to be using this. Okay, do you see how much difference there is from just lining using brown eyeshadow? Anyway, now I'm going to actually line my lips using the Jordana lip liner in the colour Taunty, absolute favourite. And I'm now going to lighten it up using this liquid matte lipstick thing. It was in a duo pack from Primark, but I've seen people use concealer, or if you just have a lighter lipstick or something, you can use that on top. And you can put gloss on top, but I'm going to choose to leave it how it is. But I think this is the finished look. You know what, I actually really like it. I really like it. I'm really digging myself right now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.